Hi guys, Ershad back again. Just like last year, OnePlus has launched a T variant of its smartphone. Yes, this is the OnePlus 5T and it is a little different than the OnePlus 5. It's got this new 18:9 display which is bigger and it is almost nearly bezel-less. It's got the fingerprint scanner on the rear and interestingly, it's also got a Face ID like face unlock mechanism which is advanced facial recognition like OnePlus claims. Before I jump into my first impressions of the phone, let's take a look at the unboxing. The box itself is nothing new, it's almost similar to the OnePlus 5, but let me just unbox the top for you guys and you can see that the phone is there inside the box. What I'll do is I'll sort of take the phone out of this cover right now. It's a little iffy. I've not switched on the phone yet, but I'll just keep that aside as well. Now inside this box you get this small pamphlet box which you actually get with all the OnePlus devices. We've always got it. So what I'll do is I'll open the pamphlet box for you and you see that OnePlus has actually bundled a case along with it, which is a small silicone case as well for the phone, and you have your pin ejector tool and your quick start guide. So I'll keep all of that aside as well. Underneath that you have your fast charging USB adapter charger, of course dash charging it's called. So let me just take that out for you. This is a massive brick as usual, and you've got your USB Type-C cable which is really rugged, which has always been the case for most of the OnePlus 5 devices. Obviously the first thing that you notice on the OnePlus 5T is definitely this big 18:9 aspect ratio display. It's a large 6.01 inch display which is big, which is massive, and it has very narrow bezels on either sides. But most importantly, it has smaller bezels on the top and the bottom as well. What this means is that in the same footprint of the OnePlus 5, almost the same footprint as the OnePlus 5, you get the OnePlus 5T with a much bigger display. Also, you'll notice that the home button is not there anymore. Where is the home button? There is no home button. But what about the fingerprint scanner? The fingerprint scanner is now on the rear. I'll show you, I've already set the fingerprint scanner right now. So what I'll show you is how fast it works to unlock the phone, and this is as usual. Apart from the fingerprint scanner, also introduced in the OnePlus 5T is this new face unlock mechanism as well. So what I'm going to do is actually add my face data so that OnePlus 5T can recognize me whenever I show my face. I just jump into this and see how the setup is different to the iPhone 10. Interestingly, I'll have to align my face and face unlock setup seems to be done. I don't have to rotate my head or anything like that. So what I'll do is I'll sort of get out of this. You can see that my fingers are nowhere near the fingerprint scanner. Oh my god, that's really fast. Yes, this is what I noticed with the OnePlus 5T is that face unlock is really fast. Although I don't know how secure that is. What I'll do is I'll keep it aside a little bit. Okay, I'll show the phone to you guys. Now I come back to my face and there's it. It's unlocked. Show it to you guys. And unlocked. This is super fast. Definitely super fast. Once the phone has unlocked my face, let me jump and answer one of the doubts that everybody might be having. Inside the phone is a Snapdragon 835 SoC. Yes, it's the same Snapdragon 835 chip that is inside the OnePlus 5 as well. And also the variant that we have has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, which is also similar. Now, apart from that, the phone is not much different, especially software wise, because if I jump into settings again and show you guys, it's running Android 7.1.1 with Oxygen OS 4.7 on top of it. Now, what's interesting is that Oxygen OS is exactly the same. There's nothing new and it's almost similar to stock Android as well. So there's nothing new to talk about over there. So the phone in itself is not much different, at least software wise. One small change that OnePlus has made internally is definitely in the camera. While the rear camera is the same 16 plus 20 megapixel setup, the interesting thing to note is that now you don't get a true hardware telephoto zoom. The zoom that's happening over here, which is also 2x, is actually a software emulated one. We don't really know that if it's better or if it's worse than the implementation on the OnePlus 5. We'll do that, we'll keep that for the final review of the phone. But what's also still present from the OnePlus 5 is the depth mode as well. And again, it might be using both the sensors along with the software to actually sort of simulate that depth mode for you guys. So this looks very interesting. We'll definitely take more shots over the course of time and see how the camera quality is. But for now, the pictures look nice for the phone that is available right now. So those were my first impressions of the OnePlus 5T. Stay tuned to our channel for a full review of the phone. But if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do that first. Until next time, this is Ashad signing off. Tata.